Oh, I'm on. Thank you. Yes. Stargods here with another vlog. I uh, I did this spectacular video. It was the best one I ever did in my entire life. Since I've been on YouTube, it's the best one I've ever done. It was amazing. It was so amazing. And guess what? And so I am all finished, and I went to click off the microphone, and it was already off. Oh! Oh! I felt like the guy in The Godfather with the horse in the bed. Ah! Echo off the mountains. I couldn't believe it. The mic, it was over an hour, and it was the best, most spectacular video I ever did. And the light's off. The light is red. Like, wow. So I was really disappointed. So now I'm making this new one today. This is nighttime, so it's really good lighting. Anyways, I got my Chinese outfit on. The Chinese material does not fit properly. It looks crappy Chinese garbage. Can I say? I can't say Chinese. Oh no! I'm riceless. Who's there? Meow, meow, meow. Yeah. First I thought it was a cat, but when I heard the clicking of the rifle, then I knew I was gonna have problems there. Woo! So yeah, I just can't believe it. It's gone. So I tried to play it backwards, and all I got was mime. It's like a guy talking about mime. So I don't know. So anyways, I got to sit up because I slouch too much, and I get flashbacks of my mother. Sit up straight, or you're gonna be a hunchback. Yeah, thank you, Mama. So I want to talk about something here. I took notes, and the other one was fantastic. I covered so many bases, and I was cracking myself up like never before because I had the coffee was a little strong. Okay, so yeah, it went really well. So except the part when I discovered the red light. Okay, so I got my notes, and I have to put on my downloaded secret technology, alien technology here. They're from Roswell. Advanced technology, secret technology. So I'm going to cut all this down because it's way too long. You don't want to hang around for an hour, do you? And your dog's sitting there. The kids are going, Dad, can we go play ball out in the back? Okay, so, boy. Anyways, the universe is the universe, right? But organized religion doesn't recognize the universe, doesn't want higher knowledge, higher spiritual knowledge, because when you present organized religion with higher spiritual knowledge, what do? They circle the wagons. Sounds like a moose mating call. But they get together and they form, and then they go, Satan! Satan! Die! Satan! Burn, baby, burn! You can't really talk about it anyways. Everything's shut down. You cannot talk about higher levels of knowledge to anybody, because then they start to go, I'll humor him. You get on the phone to the hospital. Yeah. I think his day pass will be canceled in the future. So anyways, put my leaked technology on again. Uh, so anyways, got these notes that keep going off. Anyways, they circle the wagons and you can't get anywhere with it. There is no truth. There is no truth. Read my lips. Oh, I was going to mention, yeah. Billy got a new girlfriend. This is Alice Longneck. Isn't she sweet? Isn't she cute? We even look alike. Huh? So, yeah, they get together. They have lots of fun. You know what they do? They have tons of fun. They keep pulling rabbits out of her hat. And it's great. They have so much fun. And then the top, wow, isn't that amazing? You could, fried eggs, a few sausages. It's just put a little plug in there. And so the universe, it's all kept from us. All the secrets of the universe. You could take DMT. Oh, wow, man. It was awesome. I'm so messed up. I'm like, yeah, you think? And then they talk about nothing. Like, they don't learn anything. They say, oh, wow, you just get what you need to know at the moment. Well, what's that? That I got to go to the bathroom or something? They don't tell you anything. They don't tell you nothing, honey. There is no secret of the universe that you... What's that? Holy moly! Like, come on, give me a break. We're not allowed to know anything. All history is altered, changed, deleted, chopped to shreds. There is no source of really higher knowledge. Spiritual knowledge. We can know things. We're starting to know things now through all the archaeology and all that, and but we still don't know who we are, where we are. Or we don't even know if the Earth is round or flat. We don't know anything, and we know nothing. So what like. So you take drugs, you don't find anything out, anything new. Or I got a message from my higher self with a secret of the universe and God. No, you don't get that. All you get is, yeah, I saw aliens. I saw reptilians on DMT and all that. And we break the barrier with the DMT and we go into the alternate world and learn nothing. And then we have the out-of-body experiences, which are very deceptive. Learn nothing. And so it just goes on and on and on. We don't know anything. And everything, the Decepticons have really chopped, sliced, diced every particle of knowledge that there is. All history is fake. It's full of lies. It's invented, a lot of it. And, these organized religions, they're there, gatekeepers, to keep your level of spiritual knowledge down. Get down on the farm, man. And you can't get away from it. And it's just, there's gatekeepers. And I'm sick of these gatekeepers. I mean, they're everywhere. So this world is absolutely controlled. It's the outer limits. They control the vertical, the horizontal. They control everything. I could get into it. I could just blow your head off. Just like, wow, this is better than drugs, man. The media is complete mind control. And we live in a Stockholm society. This is planet Stockholm society. Stockholm, where did I get the word society from? No. Syndrome. Oh, thank you, doctor. Oh, there. Now I can think clearly. So anyways, it's Stockholm Syndrome. They're all under Stockholm Syndrome. And then you got religion who says, you're the filthiest, most rotten, pathetic piece of shite to ever be born, because you're born in sin and you're going to burn in sin. You know, that real old time feel good religion, eh? Yeah, baby. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, I didn't mean that, doctor. So, it's just absolutely crazy. We don't know anything. Everything's shut down. Everything's altered, changed, lied, deceived. We have the Decepticons. We were the Archons, right? But this is the thing I've been learning now. Now you got heaven. Heaven. Thank goodness for little girls in heaven. Remember that French guy from all way back when? He was weird. That was a weird song, man. Freaked me out, man. So we got this artificial existence known as the Matrix. This is the Matrix. And we can't know anything about what's going on, but we do catch on a little bit. I was going through a period of time where it's starting to think, you know, heaven, thank you, heaven, for all the little girls. And what was his name? He was a French guy. He used to be on Ed Sullivan. Who's Ed Sullivan, man? You're just freaking me out. Really? You want to freak out? Watch Topo Gigio. Good night, Eddie. Kiss me, Eddie. Whew, bizarre. So a lot of you people are just going, oh, what? What's he talking about, man? Oh, forget it. Just say I'm hallucinating. Be quiet. So there you go. I mean, there we don't know anything. And then I was thinking, you know, what about heaven? Like the original Christians that have all been sliced, diced, and put into meat pies. They call heaven the pleroma. I like that name. It's got some. Hey, the pleroma. They say, you know, after death that we go to heaven, but the early Christians were kind of skeptical of it, and it got me thinking. And I thought, you know, there's something odd about this out of body experiences. They go and they talk to God or whatever, or you know, they talk to God or they talk to the janitor or whatever, but they don't come back with astounding knowledge. It's all about morality. They control us with morality. Were you a good boy? Were you a good boy, Billy? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's all about morality. It should be, you know, you get points. You know, you don't lust after the redhead down the street. You know, oh, God's marking it up there. And God's like Santa Claus, you know, when you're good, and when you're bad, he's coming for you. He's Armageddon, he's gonna burn you, baby. And so, well, the Jewish God, Jewish Jehovah, mean, vindictive. He's the God, the loving God, who is the God of war, vengeance, and wrath. Kind of doesn't gel together, does it? So I'm thinking, you know, I hear these out-of-body experiences, and I think, and these guys that astral travel at night, and I'm thinking, you know, I don't know. There's a certain, I know where it's all coming from, because I distrust everything. And if somebody proved to me, if you take one of my strongest beliefs and you destroy it, then I don't care. Get rid of it. I don't collect sacred cows. They're gone from my life forever. They've all been barbecued. Okay? They're gone. They're not coming back. So I'm thinking, and then I stumbled across, and it was no coincidence. I think this is guidance. This guy, I forget his name. I forgot his name. Sorry if you're listening, but he doesn't trust the other side at all, from what he hears. He'll play an out-of-body experience. People will be talking about their out-of-body, and he'll stop it and say, think about what he just said there, you know, blah, blah, blah. My clicking point was I was listening to the show, and some guy was going on about, if I remember correctly, he's going on about his pet dog, you know. old ship, because old ship, had to go. Remember that one? So he wanted his dog back, but it had to go through this kind of bureau that's in charge of dead pets, and they have to reconcentrate the energy field. So it would be his pet dog, but not really his pet dog. So what happened to the consciousness? I'm thinking of the dog. What happened there? Then he's saying it's okay because it's allowed, and I'm going, what? This is a control system. This guy's allowed? No, 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 no. When you're out of this body, you're free. Like you've never experienced freedom in your life. You have liberty and freedom, man. No chains, no regulation. This is what your left brain does to control your life. It gets organized religion or a cult or politics or something in there, and it regulates and gatekeeps your life. But when you finally pass on, you're no longer in control of the left brain. No. The camera reverses everything. So, yeah, and they kind of hint, like, okay, you have the true heaven, the pleroma, gate kept. They are the Archons. They're at the gates. And it kind of hints at that with that old story of the Catholic story of what is it, Saint Peter, I think it is. You go up to heaven and there's Saint Peter, right? You try and bribe him with a smoke. It won't work. It won't work. And you want to get in, but keep out. Well, this is what the Archons do. They disguise themselves as people that are very special and close to you. Like, let's say you're dead mother, and your dead mother goes, "Oh, Billy, it's so good to see you, Billy, but you're going to go back." You go, like, what? And I've noticed from a lot of the shows, because they play the actual people, going over their stories. If you say, "I don't want to go back, I'm not interested in going back," then they get a little bit belligerent, and they get a little bit hot with you, and they get a little bit cranky, and they want you back because they're Archons. It's not your family. It's not your dead loved ones, because they're all burning in hellfire. They want you to go back to the earth, and then they display your life story. "Oh, you were a good baby. Yeah, a good little baby. Yeah, yeah." But when you got older, you got nasty. You made people suffer. Remember Mr. Jenkins? You treated him horrible. So you're going to have to go back and rectify that whole thing. You're going to reincarnate in Mr. Jenkins' new family or friends. Because he's gone back and he's being recycled. Oh, this chair makes so many weird noises. And you're going to be recycled, and you're going to make amends because you hurt him. And then they fill you with guilt, eh? They fill you up with guilt, and they make you feel like a piece of shite. So you better get your ass back there, boy. So they go back because they feel guilty. And that's how they control you, with guilt, And why do they want you back? Because you have, let's say, what do you call it? A pen or corral or something where you keep cattle? You keep them all behind a fence, a gate. That's what the St. Peter gate. And what happens is that one, moo, moo, and he gets out. Somehow he gets out. I don't know if he pole vaults or whatever these cows do, but they get out, and once in a while, and then what happens? They send the ranch hands to go get them, boys, round them up, bring them back. And so what they do, they go out there with a gun, and they herd the escapee cow back to the corral. because the Archons feed off of low energy, low energy, like they create an environment of pain and suffering. So the more you suffer, you're depressed, you're full of anxiety, of hopelessness. You no longer believe in yourself because you're a piece of shite under uh, God's shoe because you were born in sin, you're evil, and you just deserve hellfire. So you don't feel very confident, anyways. It leads to inner turmoil and depression, anxiety, and stuff. And they feed off that. It's called loosh. Um, it's called loosh. I'm glad somebody finally named it because it's tough on the lips, lower energy. It's a mouthful, eh? So, anyways, they produce all this loosh, and the Archons like flies, flies with their sponge mouths. They just they suck it all up, and it's food and energy for them. They don't want. They love to kill us. They love to kill us. They're jealous and they're bitter and they're ugly and they're pure evil. But they don't. No, sorry. They love to kill us. But then people say, yeah, but why would they kill us? They'll lose slaves. Yeah, because they know they can convince you to go back and to start scoops of loosh on their plates. Hey, oh, you want extra? Yeah, man. And that's just, it goes on for eternity. So everybody's convinced. And then sometimes they'll see Jesus. Oh! Oh! Or they'll see God, but then they come back. Well, what did God tell you? What did God tell you? Did he tell you a secret of the universe? No, he said I got to go back because my mission on Earth isn't over yet. All these con job stories, man. They're gatekeepers. But anyways, here's my advice. They wipe your memory, but I don't know how much memory they wipe because they want to wipe the memory of Earth. So you say, I'm not going back to that crap. Forget it. They need your energy producing. You are a farm animal. We're all farm animals. This is why we were created. And we weren't created by God. That's a big story. But look at Paul Wallace. I think it's 1L. You'll get the real story. There is no God in the book of Genesis. That's all Decepticon work. There is no God that created us in heaven. It was, well, see, it's going to take up too much time. And see, it's already going to be an hour game. Oh. Oh, that sent up a lot of loosh there. That button, no, it's green. Oh, thank goodness. So, I don't know. So anyways, they don't want to lose their food source, but they love to kill us. They want to annihilate us. They want a population reduction, which the you know what is providing. Okay, I'll explain it. This Paul Wallace is very, very knowledgeable. He's been through all the circles, and he's very knowledgeable. He says that in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. It's not so because the word God was inserted in it. It's based upon the Anunnaki tablets of Sumeria. And they tell the identical stories of the flood, Adam and Eve, everything in detail. But it's not religious at all. It's not religious at all. It says God, when it's supposed to say, the real translation is the powerful ones, and it's plural. It's the powerful ones. In other words, the shining ones. Do the research on the shining ones. They are the reptilians. They are the Draco. They are the dragons, and we were created in their image and likeness. So I think this flesh is some kind of holographic, it's not real. Underneath, our true form is reptilian. So when reptilians, you hear of them shape-shifting, and they lose their shape, and they're just That's their normal, real shape. That's our normal, because we were created in the image and likeness of them. I know it's controversial, but look up Rick. Not Rick. Don't tell me I lost his first name. Paul Watson. Yeah, look it up. So, anyways, if you want to know what the gatekeeper stuff is like, look up on YouTube. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, it's Janeway confronting an alien who's trying to get her into this tunnel of light. The tunnel of light. You know, it's off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You know, and that is truth. To me, that is truth. I can't knock that at all. It's an excerpt. Oh, what was that called? What was the show called? I used to have like almost a photographic memory. Now those chemtrails are just like, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, what? Yeah. Maybe I'll put the link in, okay? So this alien is trying to get her in there, and she's wising out, and she's going, no, no. And he pretends to be her father. This is the absolute truthful outline of what goes on. Just shut up, get into the tunnel of light, and see Jesus. Jesus is waiting for you. You know, it's just deception. And anyways, they're trying to shove her in. And you know what he says? You know what he says? In true Archon language, you know what he tells her? He's telling her it's a wonderful place. He says, I didn't lie. It is a wonderful place where you can be anything you want to be. And she says, well, somehow I don't think you're a good guy, you know, blah, blah, blah. I forget what she says. But I'll put the link in. I'll try to. I forgot. And so he's doing everything he can, like the gatekeepers do up there, you know, to get her into that tunnel, that artificial tunnel. Where's it going? To a wonderful place, he says, where you can be anything you want to be, and you can do whatever you want to do. So, you know, I talk to guys about this, and, oh, wow, I'm going to get the best sex ever for eternity. What about gaining knowledge of the Father in the pleroma? And I'm not talking about Jehovah. That's a different kettle of fish altogether. He's the dictator God wannabe. No, he's the Catholic Church. He's the mafia Jews. Not all Jews are bad. I think they got framed for a lot of things they didn't do, but they're not the men to be blamed for nothing. And that's the sour grape in the bunch, you know, that destroy not only them, us too. So they want to kill us all off because they hate us. They want us to suffer pain and suffering. And so anyways, yeah, you got to see Janeway in action. She's awesome. She's awesome. Kirk, what would Kirk do? Come on, people, let's be honest here. All Kirk would do is punch him out. That's all he would do. She gets in his head and just cracks his nut. Maybe I should have rephrased that differently. So anyway, they're you know, just look it up. And she won't go, and he's getting crankier and crankier. This is based on reality. This is strongly based on everything I've heard. So if you want to know what the other side is, like, the guy who really blew it all open was Forever Conscious Research. I forget his name. You know, it's like a Seinfeld episode. I forgot the name, and now, you know, Mova. So he's absolutely brilliant. I mean, he's one of the real clear thinkers. Anyways, he's a Stargods. He's a starseed. So he really gets into it. He really, really, really gets into it. Really, it's almost shocking when you hear these people and he stops them and then he goes back and says, "Yeah, listen to what they're actually saying here," and you just kind of, huh? Anyways, I can add the link to that. It'll be on the bottom of the description of the box below. The box below. Aren't you a smart young man? So you know, what are we at? Oh, 29 minutes. Okay, so, when you get up there, just know that you're in control now. That when the Archons say, well, we're going to have to take you to hell, you just go and make them vanish. Don't make them vanish. No, 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 no. Put them in an alligator pit. Yeah, let them go for it. And so just know that you say, I am not listening to you. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Jesus Christ talking to me. I'm gone to the Father, the true heaven, the pleroma with the true God, the Father, and not that wannabe, Jewish God of wrath, vengeance, and war and destruction. A God who kills 2.2 million people in the Bible. Give me a break. Can you feel the love, and then when you study about hell and how you're going to burn because of his burning love for us, does that make sense? Nothing makes sense in the Bible for me. And I'm an ex-preacher boy, and I used to study I know my Bible, really, really, don't mess with me. And I was getting quite well known, and one day I thought, I better really know what I'm talking about. So I read the New Testament 3 times, and I went, this is nuts. None of it agrees with each other. Big chasms of contradictions and lies and manipulation, and going, like, wow. And John 3:16 is a mess. Everybody's misinterpreted. It's just garbage. So for God so loved the world wow, those drugs are something. God so loved the world, that he butchered his only son. I mean, God loved the world. James says that fellowship with the world is war and hatred towards God. But God says, oh, it's okay for me, for God so loved the world. And it's like, wow. And I'm going to blow you a real fact here. I think my language is kind of slipping. So, when it says you got to be born again, you got to be born again and to enter into the kingdom or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That word is a mistranslation. Whoops, I did it again. Decepticons everywhere. Anyways, it's born from above. Whole different meaning. It's all about karma, reincarnation. And Jesus talks about karma. You'll get what you sow is what you will reap. It's there, but no. So unless you be born from above. So pre-existence, unless you be born from above, because we were aeons, which another sort of it's not really a good backup word, but angels. We are angels who have fallen. So unless you be born from above, but they now they say born again. You gotta be born. You gotta say the magic prayer. Oh Jesus, please forgive me. Pour your blood upon me. Saturate me with your blood. Human sacrifice for salvation? Why can't Jehovah the man? What did you say? He can't forgive. He can only forgive through the shedding of blood. What is he, psychopath? We're gonna cut you up good, pal. And then to burn the flesh of people, innocent people who just never really saw much value in brushing his ego, stroking his ego for eternity with a harp, singing praises to God for eternity. Oh, that's gross. So anyways, when you go up there, and then they have a backup system. It's the backup matrix. It's the sandbox outside. They'll say, you go there and you can do whatever you want or be whatever you want. You're free. Well, how long before you get bored, eh? Uh, like you love mountain climbing, so you create a reality. You create your own reality, so you mountain climb. Well, how many thousands of millions of years can you mountain climb without getting bored out of your bloody skull? You know, there's something wrong with that story, boy. And so if you don't want to go down there, they trick you into think you're winning because you've got the anything goes matrix. And you know what he says, the alien in the movie? He says, you live in a dangerous profession. And so he's telling her, one day you're going to die and I'll be waiting there for you. And you will come with me. And you will nourish me for a long time. Isn't that something an Archon would say? Because the Archons feed off of all the negative energy and they can get fed there too. So what's going on? Because that doesn't make sense. That conflicts, eh? I spot things that conflict and I grab it and I go, wait a minute. That conflicts. You can be anything you want to be, you can do whatever you want, but you will nourish the Archon at the same time. They are giving you secret knowledge, you know. They're spilling the beans on secret knowledge. And it's put in a lot of movies. It's put in a lot of TV shows and books. But people just go, oh, it's just make-believe. But they'll defend the Bible. Oh, the Bible is just, it is so, oh my goodness, it destroys itself. And this is another thing I want to say. You've all been hijacked. For all you Christians that are cursing my name now, it's not a gospel of Jesus. It's a gospel of Christ, and Christ is not the last name of Jesus. They're two separate consciousnesses. And it's all about Christ within, which was a belief system that goes way back to Atlantis. It was even there in Egypt. This is what they believed in, the Christ within, and the avatar who became Jesus, who was not known as Jesus before Jesus was born. It wasn't known. It was called different names by different cultures, but it was the light within, the divinity within, the universe within, the power of God within. And what does Jesus always teach? Oh, no, don't look to me. Look to yourselves, because if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you could say to the mountains, be gone, and hurl them into the sea. Well, mountains, they are representative symbolically of government. Hey, cool, eh? Hey, Biden, want to go for a ride? And so you got to believe. So if you believe in yourself, that's a sin. You're putting Jesus down. You're worshiping yourself. You're going to burn. No, you're worshiping that. What Elijah discovered as the still small voice. It's not in the big, powerful earthquakes or tornadoes. That's not how God speaks. The true God, the Father, is humble and is within you. It's Jehovah, Jewish Jehovah, the man of bravado, the man bragging, and I am God. There is none other than me. You know, and the early Christians didn't buy all that crap. This is introductions by the Roman Catholic Church, who was rising, made up all this crap. Hellfire. You believe in hellfire as a Christian? Well, it's pure, absolute pure paganism. They borrowed from all the pagans. In fact, Paul uses the literal word Tartarus, which was the Greek hell. That was the name for the Greek hell, where the normal people didn't go. It was the Titans, the giants, the Nephilims. They were imprisoned in Tartarus, and they use that word. He's using the actual Greek pagan term. No, there's no paganism in it. It's pure paganism. The Bible's all reinvented and altered, and by the Decepticons. But that's a whole different subject anyways. And if you get some good out of the Bible, then keep reading it, but don't get me to read it, you know. So you got to worship that which was within, says the early Christians. Worship that was within, because that is not within is outside, is a deception. Everything is an illusion. Everything is an illusion. Everything is controlled. I find that it's fine now to know that David Icke has finally caught on. It's perception, deception. Okay? Perception, deception, deception. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really like, because it's all about love. It's all about love. Water it down. It's all about love. It's all about love. You know, love your brother. Love those who sin against you. Love them in Jesus. Was that what Jesus did when he was in the temple and he with a whip, and he was whipping them all and turning over the tables, went into a blind rage? What happened to forgive them, for they know not what they do? You know, oh, thank you, doctor. So, you know, oh my God, it's going to be an hour. I don't believe this, an hour. So, you know, this is what I wanted to mention too. All you people watching, if you want to give me ideas, something to yabber on about, make a fool of myself, you know, let me know, because I'm running thin on ideas, and I can't really tell it like it is, or other people will go nuts on me. Especially when I get in the subject of how evil Jehovah is. He sends lying spirits to influence people. He says, I create the chaos. I create the day of evil. This is in the Bible. No, everybody, turn the page. But why? I don't want to turn the page. Okay, okay, elders, take them out. I've seen this happen. So anyways, too long of a story there, but very interesting story to say the least. So this is the thing. There's deception here, and there's the deception up above. But you are to get through that gate. That is your mission. After you pass away, you get through that gate no matter who tells you to turn back. And if any one of your loved ones says, well, you should go back, you got them. You know who they are. They're Archons, imposters. In closing, is there anything I wanted to mention more? Okay, so, you know, look at me and learn one thing. Don't drink coffee at night, okay? You turn into Kramer. Hey, Jerry! You know, like, you've got to think, man. You just can't sit there. Oh, my pastor told me so and so, such and such, so and so. Thank you, doctor. No, just you got to think. You got to use your brain. There's so many, just idiot donkeys out there. Oh, there's so many donkeys out there. There's so many seals. Oh my God, they can't think past their nose. And they come against you. They'll no, that's not right. No. I've come up with people. I said one time, you know, it's kind of weird that you got to drink the blood of Jesus, and then if you don't, you go to hellfire and burn for eternity. Oh, and then I got these remarks. It's in one of these forums. I get all these remarks. That's not in the Bible. You're a liar. And I said the redemption from sin is in the blood. That's not in the Bible. You know, hellfire is not in the Bible. Have you ever heard the lake of fire? You know, freeze it over, ice skate. And then they say nothing. No, we didn't say that. Yes, you did. You know, why did I bring it up? Because I read what you said. It's just like they won't even use logic. They make up the rules as they go by, and it's always, oh, what did your Bible say? The Bible. It's really interesting. You know, it's really interesting because it's really interesting in Judges, where a man makes a deal with God to win a certain war or something, and then he says, when I get home, the first thing that I see, I will sacrifice in your name. Comes home and his daughter runs out. Hi, Papa. And she's virgin. How convenient. And he sacrifices her and destroys her. And then guess what? Jehovah's well pleased. It's in the book of Judges. Like, what? They'll argue that. They'll fight you. They'll call you every name in the book. They'll threaten you with afterlife death threats. I got that from Timothy Freak. And, you know, and they'll beg God to get out his matches and push you into a pit and set you on fire and then add Acme gasoline, you know, like, come on, baby, light my fire. I don't know, you got to just get with it and realize there's a whole wealth of knowledge out there that you can get that will clarify these things, put away with the deception, but nobody's interested. They like to be deceived because they don't feel like they're worth it. Because they're worthless pieces of dog shite under Jehovah's shoe. I'm gonna bake you right now in the big oven, you know, like. Anyways, don't fall for the backup matrix, okay? And the alien says too, it's my matrix. He says my matrix, not the matrix. This is the matrix. It's his own personal matrix, where he can get people to have full citizenship. Okay, it's good. It's an hour. So what do I do? Anyways, don't fall for it. Just say no. I am going to see the Father, and then I am going to take in true knowledge beyond anything you've ever even imagined from the Father. I'm going to learn. I'm not going to be screwing imaginary hookers for eternity in the sandbox matrix, you know. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I go through this when I ask people, "Did you see the Matrix?" Oh man, that was awesome! All those guns and that hot chick, man! What a babe! And I'm just like, oh, look at that! I got a dentist appointment. Sorry, gotta go very quickly. Get me out of here. And so I don't know, but let me know what you think you want to hear. I'll talk about anything. I've got an illness. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, just let me know. And check out Paul Wallace. But I'll definitely have the link for... I didn't write his link down, and I don't want to look it up. But I have the link for... no, I never can remember the name. Full Conscious Research. No, Forever Conscious Research. I got the link there. And I'll have the link for Janeway. Oh, she's so good. I don't know. She's got chutzpah, okay? And Captain Kirk, he just wants to knock people out. You know. Anyway, yeah, okay, well, I won't go there. Yeah, thank you, Doctor, thank you. So, just... try and grasp what I'm saying. If you don't like it, what can I do? I'm not going to take a big Bible and smash it over your head. The power of Christ compels. The power of Christ. He's got a concussion. 1001, 1002. Okay, so there, I'm going to end it because I'm just yabbering away here, right? Anything you want to last? Just believe in yourself, because in yourself, Christ is there. Don't be hijacked or deceived. It's not, this is what they do, the bait and switch when you get into Christianity. Don't follow Christ, who is within. No, don't go there. And Paul talks a lot about the Christ within, but that's not original. That goes way back, way back into Egypt. Egypt, it has the Avatar Jesus manger scene in their temple, all drawn out. It's in the stars. It's written in the stars. But that's astrology. Satan alert! Satan! Satan! The wagons are circling. It's written in the stars. You have Virgo, the Virgin, and the crux, which is the cross in the sky. You have the sun that dies for 3 days, and then it's resurrected and goes up the cross. That's where it's all written. This is where it all originally comes from, is astrology, the stars, the whole story of Christ and his avatar, Jesus. Jesus is fictional, but Christ is real. Jesus teaches us it gives us a story to go by. It's an allegorical, mythological story. But I'll end pretty quick. Like Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat in the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a big fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. He's sitting on the wall. It's talking about Rome, the division of Rome. And Humpty Dumpty, did you know that Humpty Dumpty was real? That's right. And even to this day, his broken shell is empty. He rose for your sins. Yes! Yes! That's no more fantastic. I could tell you something about the resurrection that would shock you, but I don't want to, I'm not here to do a smackdown like wrestling or anything. These things need to be mentioned once in a while, but I don't want to, put people down. But I can tell you something very interesting. It really surprised me. I just thought, oh, this is the smoking gun. This is the silver bullet. Wow, I don't have to remember anything. Just know this one fact about the resurrection. And you go, what? But I'm not going there, pal. No way. So, I don't know. You just don't fall for the bait and switch operation. You can worship Jesus just as long as you know that Jesus was fictional, and that Jesus points us to the real God within, the Father within. Right? Within. He's not up there with a big baseball bat going, come on, get out of line. You don't get no free out of hell card from me. Anyways, what more can I say? So, but I will. So, like trying to get it together in your brain, try to analyze, use logic, and use simple reasoning, and you'll get to the bottom of all truth. Then you'll never, ever read the Bible the same way again. I'm not dissing the Bible, but it is plagiarism. It was all copied from the Sumerian tablets 6,000 years prior to the Bible. And they talk about the exact same things. The flood, the Garden of Eden, all of it. It's right there. And they took it And they took out shining ones. They put God. It was God. God was created by God. No, I'm sorry. The sad fact is we're created by some alien consciousness that's in another dimension that is evil. They're evil. They wanted slaves. They, where it says Adam was created to till the land. It says that in the Bible. Look the word up. Till means slavery. I mean, slaves tilled the land. That's what the word means. It refers to slavery. So the Garden of Eden, they were slaving to present, for God, their God, Jehovah. Anyways, let's not get this confused. I will end when it's 60 minutes. I will end. I swear on the Bible, it's going to end. So anyway, and this is what it is. We were all slaves. And what we are is we live in an animal farm, an ant farm, where we're milked for our low energies of sorrow and shame and guilt and all negative energy of anxiety, depression, and mental illnesses, incredible anxiety. And the virus really did a good job because the loosh is going up faster than they can collect it right now. No kidding. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. And sorry, it is long. It is long. I like videos that are short and to the point, and they wrap it up in 10 minutes. I can't put all this information in 10 minutes. I'd be able, insert the dental floss. So there you go. Thank you very much. And I'll be back.